Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're covering Maidenhair Falls via Hellhole Canyon Trail. Hellhole Canyon Trail. Wow, quite the name. So, to start off, this is in the Anza-Borrego Desert State Wilderness, still San Diego, but farther. Like if you know my videos, Mount Laguna, you gotta keep going, you pass through it a little bit, you end up in this little town called Borrego Springs, and there's a lot of desert hiking out there. So number one tip, you always have to bring a lot more water than you think you need. This is the desert. It can get a lot hotter than you think. And when you look at weather sites, I mean, I saw some ranging in mid 50s, others low 80s. There is a variety of different things that you can get if you just look up a weather and judge based off that. Make sure you just bring layers, leave in your car, whatever it is. Be prepared. The desert can get really, really hot. It sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people get dehydrated and have died in places like Anza-Borrego Desert. If you don't believe me, talk to a ranger out there and they'll tell you about it. Maidenhair Falls via Hellhole Canyon Trail is a 5.6 mile heavily trafficked out and back trail located near Borrego Springs. Features a waterfall, no it doesn't, but let's get into that. And is rated as moderate. This is a very easy hike. The trail is primarily used for hiking and is best used from October until May, so avoid summer months. 5.6 miles, elevation gain 971, rod type is an out and back, and I will tell you, I don't trust these numbers at all, primarily because they're different. I went 4 days ago and these numbers have changed. Somebody updated this. I clocked it in right over 5 miles. I clocked it in at about 5.2 miles. Elevation gain was 791 feet. Rod type is an out and back. So how to get there? Pretty easy. There is a Hellhole Canyon Trail. Dirt parking lot. Bathrooms were surprisingly sparkle clean for it being just a pit. But they were very, very clean. It was nice. Now, you might be thinking, oh, I've seen Anza-Borrego hiking before and I always see the palm trees. Well, there's a lot of different oases around. I shouldn't say a lot. There's a few different oasis spots around Anza-Borrego. If you park in the state park, you can hike to this Palm Canyon Oasis area that also has the water, the palm trees. However, if you do Hellhole Canyon, you hike east. And let's get into those trail details now. So here you can see you actually hike east. Now, from the start here of the trail, right off the road, S22, Montezuma Valley Road, I believe. Yeah. All the way to where it looks like you get into the valley. Nothing very exciting. It's flat. There's cacti, which people love. I'm just much more of a forest person. And I'll tell you, Kayla said the same thing. I'm a pine tree kind of guy. Not very exciting here. I would say the first mile and a half or so. Once you get into the valley, it gets a bit more exciting because you start to see the palm trees. You're in a little bit more shade, depending on what time of day you go. And then really what I want to point out here is because as you can see the elevation is just gradual along the entire path. The reason why this hike, I would recommend you do it at least once you get to the Hellhole Palm Grove. From there to the Maidenhair Falls, it's almost like a build your own trail type of thing. Which way is best? Do I climb these big rocks? Do I go around and see if I can go that way? There were some rocks that people stack and leave around areas to let you know like this is the way I went, but it's really up to you. Now, if you're not interested in that, I would just suggest getting to the first set of the palms and stopping there. This was fun here to kind of jump and climb over rocks and stuff like that, but there are no falls. As you guys saw in the video, you get there and it's mud. I could see where the falls would be, and here in San Diego, it would have to be like an amazing rain season for this place to see water like this. I look forward to exploring more of Anza-Borrego before the summer hits, so I should have a few more videos on this in 2022 and forth. I gotta get myself out here, and I'll see you guys next week.